Welcome back, everybody, to Inside Drag Racing and our exclusive coverage of the Flowmaster ADRL Drag Racing Series and, of course, the Georgia Drags. Now, the ADRL prides itself in having some of the best drag racers in history competing on its tour. But let's face it, all sports are lucky to have legends. Here's one of drag racing's all-timers, Rickie Smith, and going into this semifinal round of Pro Nitrous, although the four semifinalists are all separated by only 0.04 of a second, Rickie, I dare say that you might have a slight advantage, if only because of that old buddy of yours experience.
Well, hopefully. I mean, Brett, this track has just run us all nuts. We got so much clutch out of these cars, we don't know any time we're going to go up there and knock a clutch out of it. So it's just been so hot down here. The track's fine, but it's just, when it gets that hot, everything gets gooey.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because just a few seconds ago, the wind made a 180-degree turn, and it's cooling down quick.
Yeah, it's cooling down, but that track's still gooey. I was just up there looking at it. Hopefully we don't knock a clutch out or we don't shake. That's all we can do.
In all the years that you've been doing this, somewhere in Rickie Smith's black book, there's a combination to work on a track like this.
I hope so.
How many races have you won this year? This year has already turned out to be one of your best.
Yeah, we won a lot of races this year. We just hadn't, really put a big one together. Won a lot of races though. So we get by this round, I think we might just pull this one off.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's overdue for that ADRL Ironman trophy, and like I said, when it comes to legends, he's one of ADRL's biggest.
Thank you very much, Brett. And we're ready to go with semifinals. Pro Nitrous on the line. The defending champion, Keith Baker, against Johnny Pilcher. This will be good, Kitty.
It ought to be all-time. Johnny Pilcher, the only man in ADRL history to qualify for every event we've held.
That is quite an accomplishment. Whole shot advantage right there. Slide to Pilcher. Can he hold it up on top end? Yeah, he does. 404-181.
Johnny Pilcher, the only man to qualify for every race, and he's going to his second final.
Now here comes the other semifinal. Tricky Rickie Smith, Dennis Radford.
Dennis Radford and Judy all the way from Baker City, but tricky Rickie Smith, and it's going to be a rematch in the final 10 of our first ever Pro Nitrous event as Rickie Smith gets the win with a 407.
Well, Rickie read the track right. Radford had problems, had to shut down. Now we go into the semifinal round. Pro Extreme, Travis Swearingen and Mike Bell.
Travis Swearingen is Dan Allen, two of the best in the business, but they're facing two of the best in the other lane, and Mike Bell and Roy Hill, but it's Swearingen. The kid is going to the final, his first ever. 3.991 seconds gets it done, Ted.
Mike Bell could not get into the threes. 403. Joe Baker now will face Tommy DeApril.
Tommy DeApril's dream weekend continues. The Sir Thomas Automotive Racing. Guys, Tommy got inked a few weeks ago, Ted. He went down and got his first tattoo. That'll be featured on an episode of Miami Ink. Joe Baker looking for his first ever trip to an ADRL World Final, but he's got a tough customer to get there.
Pair of Floridians on the line. Willis against the Corvette. Given to Baker. 396.
396 for Joe Baker's. He's running threes like they're going out of style. Fantastic job.
The Performance Tip. Professional tips on the latest performance technology available with NHRA Pro Stock champion Greg Anderson. Items featured on the Performance Tip are available from Summit Racing Equipment, the world speed shop.
For today's Summit Racing Equipment Performance Tip, we're going to talk traction control. Now, before you all laugh out there, no, I can't do that with my Pro Stocker, but there's many applications where it is just fine, many drag race applications. Now, I'd like Shannon from Davis Technologies to explain to us just how you can tune your car with these, what kind of benefits we can achieve through these devices.
What you're going to find is a wider tuning window and the opportunity. You've got the traction control in the car. If the tires slip, the device is going to retard the ignition and get the car down the racetrack is the idea. And if you get those passes, you can go back and tune on your car. You're so much further ahead than getting out 300 feet, blowing the tires off and wondering what's going to happen past there. So you get a wider tuning window. You're going to be more consistent, make more passes, which is going to lead to going faster.
I see we also have maybe some different size devices. Let's just say you wanted to keep this completely confidential. You didn't want the people, the competition, to see what you had in the car, whether it be legal or illegal. I've heard there's some tiny little devices maybe slip in your sleeve of your pocket.
Yeah, we've got some devices. I mean, here's the main seller for like the Outlaw 10.5 classes. This is called a TM Drag Pro. It's the size of a pack of cigarettes, but a lot of guys, they want to hide this thing from their own crew, certainly from other competitors. This is an advantage. We've got devices like this that can be adapted. A little more money, a lot more money, but they are available. We've come out with some wireless technology that you can really bury the thing in the car and you tune it wirelessly.
That's incredible. You heard it, folks. For more information on these incredible products, we'll display the Davis Technologies website at the end of this show, or you can go to your Summit Racing catalog.